Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how to crochet an easy and quick snowflake pattern. This one is perfect for beginners. I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed making it. The snowflake we'll be making is about 4.5 inches in diameter. I'll be using Elise Diva yarn in white, but feel free to use any color that makes you happy. The brand of the sparkly yarn I used on the snowflake design is Fill Yarn, and it adds such a nice touch, don't you think? I'll be using a 2.20 millimeter crochet hook. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Your support means so much to me. Let's dive in and create a beautiful snowflake together. We'll begin by making a magic ring. Chain 3. Then work 2 double crochet stitches into the ring. Chain 3. Then crochet 3 double crochets into the same ring. Chain 3. Then crochet 3 double crochets into the same ring. Until you have 6 groups of 3 double crochets. Make sure there are 3 chains between each group. We've completed 3 groups, now let's finish the last 3. Once you've finished all 6 groups, chain 3. Now we'll be slip stitching across to the next chain space. Chain 3. In the same space, crochet 2 double crochets, chain 5, then crochet 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and in the next chain space, crochet 3 double crochets, chain 5, and crochet 3 double crochets. Continue this process until you reach the end of the row, working into all of the chain spaces where you made chains of 3 in the previous row. Each time, making 3 double crochets, chaining 5, and then another 3 double crochets. Remember to chain 1 between each group as you go along. When you reach the end of your row, chain 1 and slip stitch from the top of your first chain to reach the 5 chain space. The third row is crucial. Pay special attention to your counts of double crochets and chains here. Chain 3. In that same space, make 2 double crochets. Chain 3 again, and add in another 3 double crochets into that same space. Chain 5, then make another set of 3 double crochets in that same space, followed by chaining 3 and adding yet another set of 3 double crochets. See? We've completed the first section in that first chain 5 loop. Now we will repeat all these steps for each of the other 5 chain spaces until we reach the end of this row. Let's move on to the next chain space now. In this next space, make 3 double crochets, chain 3, and then make another set of 3 double crochets. Chain 5, and in that same space, create another set of 3 double crochets, followed by chaining 3 and adding another set of 3 double crochets again. Keep going like this until you reach the end of your row. Don't chain between groups in this round. When you reach the end of your row, slip stitch into the top of your first chain from earlier. After making 1 chain here, I will cut my yarn and continue with my sparkly yarn now. This time we will be working with gold sparkly yarn for the upper layer of our design. Let's secure our yarn at the top of the second double crochet from each group we created earlier. Chain 1. Then make a single crochet in the top of the next double crochet. In the chain 3 space, do 3 single crochets. Up to the next chain 5 space, do 3 single crochets on top of each double crochet. Slip stitch into the chain 5 space. Chain 2, then make 1 double crochet in that space, chain 2, and then slip stitch. Now chain 4. Inside that same space, create a cluster of 4 double crochets, followed by chaining 4 again, and slip stitching into that same space once more. To recreate this design here, chain 2, then make a double crochet followed by chaining 2 again, and slip stitching into that same space once more. We will repeat this pattern sequence across all 5 chain spaces as we go along. Next up, let's create 3 single crochets on top of those 3 double crochets below us now. Now, in the chain 3 space, make 3 single crochets. For the 3 double crochets, make single crochets only in the tops of the first 2 double crochets. Let's move to the next group. Skip the first double crochet, then work 2 single crochets. Remember, we normally work 3 single crochets in each of these groups of 3 double crochets, but when we're transitioning between groups, we work only 2 single crochets, 1 in the last stitch of the previous group and 1 in the first stitch of the next. Work 3 single crochets in the chain 3 loop. Now continue making 3 single crochets on top until we reach our 5 chain space again. Slip stitch in the center of the chain 5 loop. Chain 2, inside that same space create a double crochet followed by chaining 2 again and slip stitching into that same space once more. Now chain 4. Inside that same space, create a cluster of 4 double crochets followed by chaining 4 again and slip stitching into that same space once more. Lastly, chain 2. Inside that same space, create a double crochet followed by chaining 2 again before slipping into that same spot once more. And just like that, we have completed our second design layer as well. Now, let's create 3 single crochets until we reach our next chain space together. Once there, add in 3 single crochet stitches as well before moving on, since it is a transition between groups here too. So we will only work in 2 single crochet stitches side by side, instead here too as well. Now let's move over to our next group, skipping over your first double crochet while creating 2 single crochet stitches side by side. Instead here too as well, until we reach our final end goal together, now 2 throughout this entire project. Slip stitch in the top of the first chain, chain 1, cut the yarn and hide the ends between the stitches at the back of the snowflake. For a polished look, I recommend steaming your snowflake with an iron. And that's a wrap. We've created a beautiful snowflake together. I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you enjoyed crocheting along with me. Until the next video, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends who love to crochet. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care and happy crocheting.